Would first aid for your ministry be helpful to you? Do you ever wonder if your ministry efforts have been in vain? When someone says they need to speak to you, is your initial response dread? Do you often feel like you have no one with whom you can talk, like no one understands you? Do you feel as if ministry has negatively impacted your health or your family? Do you struggle to sleep as you worry about a conflict in the church or about church finances? Do you feel like you're inadequate to minister? I'm Moody, the author of First Aid for Those Who Minister. In addition to my work as a professor and a professional counselor, I have served as a pastor for over 18 years. I know firsthand the emotional challenges of ministry. Over the years, I have attempted to assist many as they have dealt with discouragement that can often come in the ministry. As a minister, you may experience periods of discouragement when someone slides away from the church, or you may recoil from the sting of criticism or even betrayal. But the scriptures provide us with guidance about how to handle these ministry challenges. To be qualified for the ministry, one must be sober-minded. Sober-mindedness serves as an antidote for the discouragement that we often face. To be sober-minded is to accurately assess a particularly discouraging situation. How can you practice sober-mindedness? When you are worried about something, it's helpful to stop and ask, is my thinking about this situation correct? When something goes awry, ask, exactly how bad is this situation? Conducting an accurate assessment helps keep us from going or getting too discouraged. And it puts us on a path where we can fulfill our ministry. There is no experience quite like the highs and lows of ministry. Full of joy as we fellowship with other believers. Loneliness when we feel no one truly understands our experience. Fulfillment when we have ministered well. And despair when we feel we've let others down. Remember, as the Apostle Paul said, if you have chosen to minister, you have chosen a truly noble task. It is important that we harness the opportunity to be good stewards of the time we have to engage in preaching the good news. The First Aid booklet for ministers gives us even more ways that we can help our friends and laborers in the ministry and ourselves at some of the low points that we experience so that we can effectively fulfill our mission and enjoy the call we have received from the Lord.